Well, we got the cattle car done, so now we're going to have to give it a test run. It turned out really good. A lot of work on this thing. It's an all bolt together. It's bits and pieces and held together with nuts and bolts. I did a lot of hand painting, a lot of highlighting to it. Did it in the manner of what Ives and Bing and Markland would have done. Always adding something to the highlights so that it makes it stick out a little bit better. I mean, nobody can see those rivets if they're you keep them black, but if you touch them with a little white or red paint, why makes all the difference in the world. So I'm kind of doing it in the old-fashioned way. I really enjoy it. The cattle car was complicated. I didn't realize that, you know, you start putting this together. You kind of set up actually, I'd like to say I set up a fixture. I didn't, but I had a way of securing it to the work pad. And, you know, you go along and you start soldering things together, and you keep adding one bar after another. The next thing you know, the damn thing's starting to warp. The heat had an effect on it, and so that was something that I had to overcome to get it to lay flat. I wouldn't have thought that the tin would have distorted, but the bigger the unit, the more it started to curl. But we got it worked out. Everything was gotten flat, and it's square, and it is absolutely rock solid. So did a little bit of practicing with rubber stamps. Rubber stamping is hard to do. This is not bad. Actually, this is quite good. I compared this to some original I've got, and it's every bit as good, better than some and not as good as others. It just depends on whose hand was doing what. So here we are. This is a whole set of cars that I've made. The caboose was another one. I think I found the caboose almost as entertaining to do and complicated, believe it or not, as the cattle car. I revamped that a number of times. Did my own sheet metal rolling of the roof, things like that. And like I say, this is a real challenge. It really makes you think. It makes you appreciate what some of these other guys who are true craftsmen, because I'm not a craftsman. I'm just a guy that likes to piddle, shall we say. But I've made good use of furnace sheet steel, and that's what it is, all galvanized sheet steel that you got to clean off the galvanize or it will not solder. So it's a learning process, and I've learned plenty. The next thing I'm going to build is an engine. I'm going to build an engine in a double trucker, and I've already converted an O-gauge electric to standard gauge. I got to convert another one, and then I'm going to start building a frame and choose the superstructure. I may use the superstructure of that 17 Lionel caboose there and turn it into a box cab electric. There's a lot of possibilities with that thing. So just something I'm thinking about. But yeah, let's see if it'll take a little trip around the track and stay all put together. I like the fact that I put a light in that caboose too. That was fun. Well, there we are. Another one on the roster. Hope you enjoyed it.